How's it going, everyone? It's Sam. Sorry, I was about to go to bed, which is why I have my shirt off here, but we have some big news here for Tesla, and some news that I think will probably send it under $100 per share tomorrow, and this is coming from a Tesla bull. So I just want to give this to you. Let me know your thoughts on this underneath in the comment section, and sorry that this is a little bit grainy. If I switch it over to video, it's better, but it's much darker. So we're just gonna go with it here. Also, there's a link to moomoo underneath the video in case you want some free stocks. I do appreciate that. Now, let's look at the news for Tesla here. So, they just announced some pretty big price cuts, and this is for a couple different areas. So, first of all, they announced that they have some pretty big price cuts in South Korea between 9.5% and 12% on their Model Y. But they also announced some price cuts for Tesla Australia. These are a little bit less substantial, anywhere from 2% to 4%. This is what I think is really going to cause some pain tomorrow. Tesla has reduced their car prices in China. Their new starting prices range from $33,000 for Model 3 rear-wheel drive up to $52,400 for Model Y Performance. Now, these are up to a 13.4% drop. The Model 3 Performance too is $48,000. I bought one this last year, and I spent about $63,000 in the US, so 15 grand more. Some of these are really inexpensive too when you think you can get a $33,000 Tesla. Now, they also announced a few other things. They are going to allow you to now get a round steering wheel for the S and X. If you want, you can select that versus the yoke. And they're replacing the T emblem on the rear and making it This is obviously going to hurt the stock tomorrow because so many people are worried about the demand problem with Tesla, or they think there's a demand problem. Honestly, we knew this would probably happen. It's just a question of when. We're heading into a recession. Tesla obviously was able to produce a lot more vehicles last quarter than they were able to sell. And part of that was due to the fact that they're just not rushing deliveries anymore. But part of it we know is just that the world's facing a recession, right? There's not as much money floating around, and people don't want to buy these EV cars as much as they did a couple months ago when no one was worried about their business or thinking that real estate prices were going to drop, all this kind of thing. But over the long term, Tesla is in a better position than any other car company, and they're still, I think, in a good position over the long term. So I'm going to be adding as time goes on. I wouldn't be surprised though if this really does hurt the company tomorrow. We're going to have to take a look at what the margins are like on their next earnings call, because they'll probably go down even further if they're selling at these decreased prices. We also just know this is a supply and demand problem. So as time goes on, if the demand goes up, obviously they can raise prices again, and this is only in a couple different territories, so keep that in mind as well. And as time goes on, they're going to be able to continue to lower the cost of producing these vehicles. Let me know your thoughts on this underneath the video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.